Hi everyone, welcome to our coffee break webinar. I'm Joyce from MediaNet and I'm joined here with Karen, our Director of Operations and Media Governance. And today we're going to have a discussion about Apple's app tracking transparency and talk about the true impacts for marketers and what to do as a result. With app tracking transparency, or ATT, rolling out last week, we know marketers are all facing an unprecedented change to ad tech as we know it. And it's been a long time coming. We know there were rumors about a cookieless future being imminent, and this started gaining momentum back in 2018 when Apple Safari decided to start limiting first-party cookies and with GDPR enforcement taking place. And we saw privacy taking a huge turn. So now we know the next year and a half will really be pushing marketers' boundaries. There's already a huge wave of information about cookieless solutions, but I think it's important to take a step back and understand what is really happening here. So Karen, can you summarize in a nutshell what exactly ATT is and how it affects marketers at a high level?
Sure. App tracking transparency is Apple's latest response to the ever-growing demand for privacy. All apps are now required to display a pop-up notification requesting the user's permission to track them. If a user opts out, then the identifier for advertisers, also known as IDFA, gets dropped, which severely impacts marketing activity. Basically, we could break down its effects into two silos. One, conversion tracking and attribution, and two, targeting and impression measurement.
Well, it certainly sounds quite serious, especially with the deprecation of the cookie in the long term. Can you explain more about conversion tracking and attribution and how ATT affects that?
Certainly. The absence of IDFA translates into the decrease of observable conversions. The more users opt out of being tracked, the more chances that conversions become unattributed, which will increase gaps in attribution modeling. In addition, the loss of IDFA has a downstream impact with reporting, bidding, and optimization. The customer journey will be fragmented, and this will in turn make optimization more difficult. In short, the ability to measure effectiveness of ads can drop considerably.
Well, this sounds like a major impact to digital marketing. So what are some ways we can tackle conversion tracking and attribution challenges to ensure that campaigns can keep running smoothly?
Well, one feature that Google introduced recently to mitigate this issue is conversion modeling. Model conversions leverage machine learning to fill in data gaps created by privacy restrictions and frameworks such as ATT. Another solution is integrated customer-based first-party data, such as user ID, with online data to help provide a more complete view of the customer journey. Data from users who sign in on your app paired with online ad data can further equip you with more robust and actionable insights. Using solutions like GA4 and BigQuery are great ways to augment your understanding of how each digital media channel via various devices played a role in a conversion. In this era of multiple device homes, the ability to observe activity from various devices becomes even more important. So using as many tools that can help complete that picture, such as Google Signals and GA4, will become a necessity.
Interesting. So with this much impact on measurement, I imagine this also affects digital marketing at the pre-impression stage. Can you tell us more about how this would affect a marketer's ability to carry out audience targeting, for example?
Sure. The absence of IDFA will affect the ability to remarket and provide ad personalization for advertisers. Leveraging third-party audiences through data providers such as Bukai and Exalate may not be an option as browsers continue to apply more and more restrictions on cookies. By next year, all major browsers will drop third-party cookies. In the same vein, measurability by verification services such as DoubleVerify and IAS will be diminished. In addition to this, with the loss of these signals, frequency management will become increasingly challenging.
So what are some ways we can deal with these changes to targeting to maintain our ability to reach key audiences?
Using durable audiences is key. Solutions like Customer Match and in-market affinity audiences use Google Signals to reach your desired audiences. And Google has rolled out model frequency management, which uses machine learning to manage ad frequency and increase reach on anonymous inventory in a privacy-safe way. Clustering groups of users into cohorts is a method of targeting that Google is developing called Flock under their privacy sandbox. This will enable advertisers to target users with similar interests without the need for third-party cookies or device identifiers. That's just a few solutions that are available today or that are currently in the works.
Sounds interesting. We'll definitely have to have a deep dive on all those solutions. So we're just about running out of time. Let's give everyone a solid takeaway. We know app tracking transparency is here, and we're facing the cookieless future head on. What are the first solutions a marketer should roll out in response to ATT if they haven't already?
Well, there isn't going to be one simple solution for marketers to solve for the loss of IDFA or third-party cookies. But as a first step, ensure that you have a more durable tagging in place. So migrate to G tags or GTM if they haven't been adopted yet. And start thinking about server-to-server tagging as it's the most durable tagging solution. In addition to that, if you haven't already, begin to integrate your first-party offline data with online data and start utilizing durable targeting features such as customer match and in-market and affinity audiences. By doing these things, you'll be well on your way to future-proofing measurement.
That's wonderful. Thanks, Karen. I look forward to our next chat.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.